Aloha and welcome to Beach Walks with Rox. You can find us at beachwalks.tv. Can't they? Can they? All right, I have a really challenging question today. Do you like money? I read this study, and basically what it was saying, something that's been proven actually many times for many decades, is that if you reward people with money for doing things they like to do, or that they're already doing, or they're expected to do, that over time they will lose interest in doing those things. And it's a great example of something that's counterintuitive because, first thought I would think, it's something I want to do and somebody wants to pay me for it? That sounds awesome. But then over time, the money thing gets in the way. So, the Bible says money is the root of all evil. And so whether we believe that consciously or not, I think that energy is deep down in the back of our brains for many of us. And it's hard to have a clear relationship with money and financial transactions. What I think is more the issue is that and there's a lot of studies that support this as well, is that when you are given external rewards or external motivation, externally based incentives, that it doesn't tend to be sustainable. People will stick with things much longer and actually grow in their competency and their reliability if they are internally motivated to do something. And a lot of this research is in the health field, where if you pay someone to exercise, they'll exercise on the short term, but because they haven't made themselves aware of the benefits that they're getting, when you stop paying them, they stop exercising. And whereas if you have people keep a journal and write down how they feel after each exercise session, over the period of several months, they start to become conscious or aware of a pattern that, wow, I actually do feel less stressed, I have more energy, I'm sleeping better, yada yada, fill in the blank, whatever the particular experiences are that people are having. And so to really blame it on money, I don't think is fair. It's not that giving money is the problem, it's that giving an external reward is a problem. I had a meeting with an investor many years ago when I was approaching him about this is a really long time ago, a .com in the 2000 era startup idea that I had. And at one point in the middle of my presentation, he leaned over the table and he looked at me very closely and had this huge grin on his face, and he said, "Don't you just want to get as much money as you possibly can?" And he was clearly fascinated by the acquisition of hard, cold cash. And I smiled back and I looked at him and I said, not as much as I want to do this business idea, because I think it has the potential to do a lot of good and make money. And that's really more where my personal interests are. So, not particularly, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with the show today. It's just to tease apart, one little bit at a time, because certainly money right now, look at all the stuff going on in the markets and everything. It's kind of a crazy time, but I think any little piece of the puzzle that we can become aware of helps us manage our day-to-day finances as well as mood, etc. So, time for a swim over here in beautiful beaches of Hawaii. There don't seem to be any more man-o-war today, so I'm really looking forward to hanging out in the water. Aloha everybody, malama pono.